Yeah. Hey, Robert Big Rob Miller, tell some people, tell them. Say Southeast business and leave it alone. Hallelujah. Hi. Big Rob Miller, you sit up on the winning tune. Hallelujah. Hey, Big Rob Miller, you're the boss. Labor rights. Labor rights. Let me big up my counselors, Councillor Corley Edwards from the Independent City Division, Councillor Waiting, Kashai Rose from the Westchester Division, doing Evans, Bank and Banking from the Bridgeport Division. Let me big up my colleagues on the platform. And it's a pleasure to be here at my friend conference. He's a hard worker. Dr. Andrew Wheatley has worked hard for this Jamaica Labour Party. And I am confident, big up Councillor, biggest bell. We are the biggest bell. Dr. Andrew Wheatley has worked hard for this party. And he has worked hard for this constituency. He loves his people. And it's a privilege for us to be here at this conference. If you realize the opposition party, they have crafted their strategies on a reputation of lies and bad mind. We have one in the constituency that all him do, me not call my opponent name, me not give them that promotion. But all them do, I talk about drill. Him lie before. Column said they never poison him. But then we see, and now the truth is coming to rule. Import more. And I must say that he has been doing a very good job. And by divine intervention, the great Jamaica Labour Party would have campaigned on Portmore being the next parish of Jamaica. Them could have talked so till them blue. Portmore will be the 15th parish of Jamaica. We campaigned, we spoke to the persons, and of a fact, they want Portmore to be the 15th parish. When the election was called, September 3rd, 2020, we got the reign of Southeast St. Catherine, a constituency that has been governed, and yours truly took Southeast St. Catherine. I have one news for them. My team is here, and they can tell you that they have never seen so much development in Southeast St. Catherine as before. the development of the Jamaica Labour Party under the direction of your Prime Minister and leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. We are seeing the resurfacing of the Bridgeport Business Complex and the Waterford Business Complex that has never been done for over 40 years. We are seeing a place, a beautiful community in the Westchester Division by the name of Portmore Gardens. The people have carpet, they can walk, they can ride, they can skate as they want. There is also a place by the name of Robinson Close. Let me tell you about Robinson Close. Robinson Close is an avenue of Portmore Lane. And then I tell you, no worry about it, labor right bank to bank, a pure labor right there. Robinson Close, the former member of parliament, dropped the asphalt to the Robinson Close. And when him draft in voters list, and him realize, say, a pure labor right round there, him take up back the mall, take up back the asphalt and gone somewhere else. No, Robinson Close is done. I have done Penway, Merkleway in Independent City Division. And let me pause about Merkleway. And if that was not enough, we have resurfaced the entire Merkleway and have drainage so the citizens' standard of living can improve in Merkleway. When they talk about the REACH program, many roads in the Bridgeport Division is being done now under the REACH program. When they talk about the Sparks program, Maho Drive in the Edgewater Division is being done now. And Susan Avenue in Edgewater proper and Sector F is being done now. When they talk about transportation, before Minister Terry Long, you know the 3 and 3A used to go to Christian Penn, and sometimes they no bother going to Waterford. But since I'm member of parliament, we have reintroduced the 7 and the 7A. We go straight to the Waterford for the people them JUTC bus after bus. Last year, the constituency record 9 deaths. Homicides. Since the start of 2025, we have not had one homicide in the constituency of Southeast St. Catherine. We are transforming Southeast St. Catherine. We are transforming Jamaica. If you look at the Andrew Holness-led administration, you will see that we are working. I am giving an 72 hours ultimatum to the man who call himself leader of the opposition. In the Simina Parliament Tuesday, and in the Dr. Dunn, and in the Jlp Conference, and in the prayer we done. I am used for him. I am giving him a 72 hours ultimatum to prove to the people of Jamaica that he has renounced. I am giving him 72 hours ultimatum to prove to the Jamaican people that he loves Jamaica. I am giving him 72 hours ultimatum to tell the people of Jamaica why when he came to Southeast St. Catherine last week, Friday, the people have never welcomed him with open arms. As a matter of fact, my supporters went out to welcome him to the beautiful constituency of Southeast St. Catherine. I am giving him 72 hours ultimatum to tell the people of Jamaica why he's not present at most of the events that we hold in our country, Jamaica. National events. I am giving him 72 hours for him to prove to the Jamaican Labour Party what difference will he bring to the table if, God forbid, he gets the opportunity to leave this country, Jamaica. You're paralyzed. You don't hear no plans. You don't hear what they're coming with. And I tell you, how can you give up a very good team in Southeast St. Catherine? How can you give up a very good team for a team that is not united on the opposite side? Because up to now, I don't know who's running against me, but I don't care. They can put all of them on the ballot because we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Can't hold me again. But when can't hold me again, can't hold me again. I'm giving them 72 hours ultimatum to the whole of them. My friend Terence Morris will call it the museum. Shut down the museum and hope them right and liberty taking. Or the most honorable Prime Minister should not contest the next election. How dare they do that? We will contest the next election whenever, until, Michael, always, all election. And rest assured, Southeast St. Catherine and the Jamaica Labour Party will be victorious at all. Shower Labour rights, first and loaded.
Day to celebrate with us as we celebrate with Dr. Andrew Wheatley, the Member of Parliament for St. Catherine, South Central. As we await the arrival of the Prime Minister, I want to thank my colleagues at the platform for their contributions thus made and say that it is truly an honor to be a part of this political party. The Jamaica Labour Party continues to serve Jamaicans at all levels. And this is important because we have a prime minister who exemplifies the very best of Jamaica. So why Dr. Andrew Holness should be re-elected as Prime Minister of Jamaica. When we speak about why the candidates that we will put forward at the next general election, why they should continue to get your support, the answer is really simple. Think of your children, Jamaicans, and think of your grandchildren, and then think of who do you want them to emulate. Think of Dr. Andrew Holness and his competition. Andrew Holness represents the hard-working Jamaican people. I saw my Prime Minister this week go from Trelawney to St. Anne to St. Mary, several other parishes in Kingston, and then this morning at 7:30, when I checked my social media before going to church, I saw my Prime Minister doing a 5K, and I'm saying to myself, what kind of man is that he is prepared to sacrifice self to put people and country first? Now, can you say that about any other would-be contender for the leadership position of this country? You cannot. At every given turn, Andrew Holness exemplifies the hard-working mother that I have, the hard-working father that I have, the hard-working grandparents that I have. And I have 3 sons, and I want them to be able to emulate a man also, not just me and our other colleagues, but when they think of a Prime Minister, one who works so hard, one who works so tirelessly for the people of this country. That task can only be given to Andrew Holness, a Prime Minister who came out of the grassroots of Spanish Town, not far from where we are, in as much as I came out from the grassroots of Grand Spence, because we understand what it means to be poor. We understand what it means to see an education as the avenue to escape poverty. We understand what it means to truly work hard, toil in the sun, to ensure that we break generational poverty. And that is why Andrew Holness is a man not just of the people, but a man for the people. And so those who would wish to spread propaganda and the lies and the rumor mill keep it turning and turning, they don't do any good. Because all the lies and propaganda will never erase a history that the PNP have had in this country. A history that is written in debt, inflation, low economic growth, zero growth at intervals, high unemployment rate, high crimes, low tourism, low manufacturing, erasing of our companies, a history that is written in FinSac, a history that is written in the closure of businesses across Jamaica. All the propaganda and lies in the world cannot erase the history of negative growth that is associated with those people. And so when we think of the future leadership of Jamaica, when we think of the Jamaica that we all want to live in, that future is secure with Andrew Holness. That future is secure with the Jamaica Labour Party. And the best example of that is when you revisit the COVID years. As a minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, I can tell you, there are several countries in the world that I travel to, and everyone wants to know what is the secret to Jamaica's economic success. What is the secret why Jamaica did not go into a recession during the COVID years? What is the secret why not one public servant lost their job during COVID? What is the secret why not one teacher, not one police officer, not one public servant, not one fireman, not one doctor, not one nurse, not one of them lost their job during COVID? what's even better? What is the secret why every single public got full salary during those years? And the COVID pandemic, my fellow Jamaicans. And this is important because it makes a difference who the people. Now, I remember when chikungunya was here, Chick V, and Jamaica almost closed down, mashed down. Nothing was going on because of Chick V. COVID was the worst pandemic that we had seen in 100 years, and Jamaica continued to thrive. Jamaica continued to grow, and so it makes a difference who represents the people. And so the secret that the world has discovered is that when you have good leadership, leadership that is prepared to make the sacrifices, leadership that is prepared to use the truth, leadership that is not grounded in lies and propaganda, but in hard work, working for every single one of you. That is the kind of leadership that Jamaica now has, Jamaica must continue with. This whole issue about 20 bank accounts or 22 bank accounts or 20, ladies and gentlemen, it is a non. It don't make sense what the opposition is trying to tell you, because Jamaica must reach a stage where every black man and every black woman can have all 50 bank accounts if it suits you. It cannot be that everybody who live in Jackshill and Cherry Gardens and the fancy place in Montego Bay, that they're the only ones who can have 20 bank accounts and 30 bank accounts. It don't make sense. My dream for all of you here, every one of you present, is that you too can have 15 bank accounts, 20 bank accounts. You must be so successful and so prosperous that everything you touch is generating wealth for your children and your grandchildren. And I can tell you that Andrew Holness's great-great-grandparents, they were not slave owners. Andrew Holness's great-great-great-great-grandparents did not benefit from the enslavement of anybody. There was no trust fund that is passed down from generation to generation and earning interest because they got money from slavery or when the slaves were freed. This is money that was hard earned and worked for through companies and more companies. And we want the same for all of you. So when the bell is rung, don't take it for granted that because we have the big crowd here and because the country is moving in the right direction, every Jamaican, every well-thinking Jamaican must understand that your vote matters. And if you don't vote somebody who's going to take the Roman boom and the $3,000, the $5,000, or somebody who's going to take the chicken back and the ton can, they will vote for you. Somebody who will go and go to the meeting and take the free KFC, they will vote for you. So our forefathers, this fought and died so that we could all be free. So that no more Jamaicans must be paraded on stage or at the auction block in any chain. As a student of history, those days must never return, whether in jest or gimmick or otherwise. No more Jamaicans must be paraded in chains by anyone. That is not the Jamaica that we are building. We are building a Jamaica where this has the right now to come out and vote, and every Jamaican must send a message to the people who perpetuate propaganda and lies, the people who would rather see Jamaica burn to the ground and rule over the ashes. We must say to them that we are continuing with the Jamaica Labour Party. We are continuing with Andrew Holness. We must say to them that we are all choosing Jamaica, because when Jamaica wins, we all win, my brothers and sisters. So that is my message to you. It makes a difference who represents the people. So as a Portmore man, when they come to you with their 30 pieces of silver, tell them that there is no Judas in Portmore. Send them around the back road to spend them 30 pieces of silver, because them can't spend it at East Central. And they can't spend it over Dabney. And they can't spend it over Robert. So Labourites, Jamaicans one and all, we have a responsibility. Before I go, I have to big up as the Councillor Damara Lawson here, as the Councillor Joy Bella Brown around the back, And I see our caretaker Marlon Gordon, and I see my essential family all over. Pick up on yourself, whole term, fully active, my essential family, Dr. Weekly, the entire Jamaica. Blessed love, let the vote out.
Jamaica, we don't want the Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. Cause we love the Jamaica. And who are big up Jamaica? We don't want the Jamaica. Labor rights? What a meeting it has been. I was told the party leader is on his way. Should be here anytime soon. We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Finish yet. When I finish it, remember when I told you that them said they have 38 seats, but we have 49 plus 2. I am going to call up the candidate who will seats when you talk about Area Council. So welcome the representative from Northwest, St. Catherine, New Zealand.
Shower labor rights. Labor rights. This evening, I bring greetings to my brother and my friend. I want to speak to you very quickly and briefly because the party leader is on his way. The task is mine in Northwest St. Catherine to tame the dread. The task is mine to keep this rolling stone of the People's National Party in check. In 2020, I lost that constituency, I lost that seat by 22 votes. This time around, they have sent one who was dispatched from East Rural St. Andrew. He ended up in East Portland. But whatever he got in East Portland will be nothing to what I am going to give him in Northwest St. Catherine. I shall give him a backsliding of his entire life.
We are beat them bad, step out and clean, we are beat them bad. From head to toe, we are beat them bad.
What I have in my constituency is a foreigner who must be considered as a mountain. That's all him have. Him have a pure amount on him. We set like nothing else other than rain, when rain set for fall. But tonight I want him to listen and to listen to me very carefully. My message tonight is for him. Because he goes around singing songs on platform about Jah never give a power to a ballad. Yes? My head is bald. But listen to me carefully. And you know who I'm speaking about. I don't want him to call his name. My head is bald. But I am not a liar. My head is bald. But I am not a confessed trickster. My head is bald. But my reputation and my name is what stands for me. And what stands for the people that I represent. They love to talk about accountability. They love to call on our leader and prime minister about accountability. But what about them? Is it that accountability has nothing to do with them? It has only everything to do with us? Now let us look at this together. We have a constituency that has been controlled by the PNP for 40 years.
35 of those years, we saw Robert Pickersgill as a member of parliament. And since then, 5 years after, we have Hugh Graham. Where is Hugh Graham? Where has he been? Why is it that nothing that he is sworn in the House of the Parliament to take care of the constituents, why is he missing in action? And why is it that his leader, and why is it that Mr. Damian L.A. Lewis Crawford, because Damian Crawford is the L.A. Lewis of the PNP, in no sense. In going sue Babsy Grange, in going sue the Prime Minister, in going sue the Minister of Education, in going sue the Minister of National Security, in going sue until in going sue himself. But one thing we can tell him, that he will not get away from Desmond Mackenzie with this suit that is lying over his head. If the PNP really truly believe in word accountability does not restrict our lives only about counting monies. Accountability is what you say and what you do. That is the most important part of being accounted for something. Why is it that the leader of the PNP has not seen it fit to call out the member of parliament for North East St. Catherine, Mr. Hugh Graham, and to say to him as party leader, I am instructing you to go over there and do your work and represent the people that you swore to represent? How is it that he's not able to do that to Northwest St. Catherine constituents? That is accountability. And how is it that Crawford, who has stated everywhere he goes that he's brighter than our leader and our Prime Minister, how come he cannot tell you, Graham, to come with him in the constituency and to do his job? The people are suffering as a result of bad roads because we are not able to effectively participate in the Spark program, because the Spark program is driven by the presence and action of the Member of Parliament. Northwest St. Catherine does not have a Member of Parliament. In fact, the Member of Parliament that is now, the MP that is now in Northwest St. Catherine, you are looking at yours truly. I am the voice and the face of Northwest St. Catherine. And I have a final warning for Crawford. If you want to find a black man that is lying, it's Damian Crawford. It's either that he's lying or him don't know when he's lying. I think it is both. The man is suffering from some kind of mental incapacitation. A man who speaks about himself, and about himself, and about himself, and about himself. I'm calling on our own Minister of Local Government to investigate an issue that have arisen in the listed market, where it is reported that a section of the market is being sold. A section of the listed market is being sold or leased from private endeavors without any kind of consultation or information sharing with those who occupy the market or with the constituents. They speak every day on much they have people, but they are afraid of the people. They refuse to consult with the people and to tell them what are their plans, if they have it. I am calling on our own minister to find out from the St. Catherine municipality as to what is the true issue of this matter at the listed market. I am very happy that I am associated with such a party, such a great party. with such a great leader, with such a great cabinet, with such a great string of members of parliament. If you support all the members of parliament, if you support all the members of parliament and those especially in the cabinet to stand up in any forum and put the PMP's shadow cabinet, there will be no contest. Remember that take this election very seriously. When you go out, when the bell is called, vote Labour, vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Shower Labour.
Grab your neighbor, vote for Labour. Tell your neighbor we vote for Labour. Everybody just vote for Labour.
Laborites, I just want you to look at the crowd out there, so. South Central, St. Catherine, the river come down from bank to bank to bank to bank to bank. And so we are going to run down quickly to West, who will be the next member of parliament for Westmoreland West and West Garfield.
Beat and beat, beat and beat, beat and beat.
He's going to entertain us before we hear from speakers like the Honorable Olivia Grange, before we hear from Robert Montague, before we hear from Dr. Wheatley. The meeting will get right. And I'm about to hand over shortly to the veteran, to the big man, for White Labour, right? Where's Councillor Garfield James? Western West, okay, he's giving up the music.
Get back to me Monday. I'm waiting already. Jamaica Labour Party. Who the ready? We are on. Ring the bell. Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do nothing. Labour right, I'ma mash them up. Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Why? Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do nothing. Yes, Andrew, why mash them up? Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Why? Show the fix now, we have no one there. Pass a bill now, we have no one there. Development, we have no one there.
Laborites, Laborites, I hear that there's a particular message to be delivered, and we're going to hear from Councillor James much later. But for now, the firebrand councillor, Councillor Ian Miles, have something stinging to say. Councillor Miles,
Labour right. Jamaica Labour Party.
Everybody now, everybody now, everybody now. I want on a piano get up. On a piano get up. You think that's a Dr. Wheat? Guys, for the show. Let me hear you. That's much better. I want to acknowledge the presence of all the ministers, all the MPs, all the councillors. But I want to say a special welcome to all of you, the workers and warriors of this great movement. We love you, we salute you. Without you, we are nothing at all. You know, I had to journey from Westmoreland to be here. Dr. Wheatley, here, member of parliament, is my brother and friend. What a good friend we have in Dr. Wheatley. But you know, my message is going to be short and to the teeth. And let me tell you, this is a message for everybody who's listening globally. Someone will listen to me. Because I have the authority to speak about the PNP, because I was once a member of that party. So anything me say, so we go. You know, I was in the diaspora. I was overseas for a couple of weeks. And I journeyed to 4 states in the US of it. And I have not gone into one of those states and have a conversation with any member of the diaspora who did not say that this government must continue under Andrew Wallace, because the greatest government that Jamaica has seen. Then if foreigner can stay so far and see, then who are us in Jamaica to say otherwise? Don't believe the lies. Don't believe the sound. These people want power any way, shape, or form. But it now goes so. You can fool some people sometime, but you can't fool the people all the time. If you continue like that, you won't get the message out. The time going down and you don't hear me. So we have to turn down the boo-boo cell of them. Okay then. Having said that, we realize what is about to happen here tonight. Something special is about to happen. So then, shall I liberate? The word is now.
Liberate! Liberate! As we prepare for the arrival of the Prime Minister, it is at this time I will call to the platform the veteran, our very special guest, West Kingston MP, the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie.
Liberate, are you ready? If you love Andrew Wallace, wave your fingers. If you love Andrew Wallace, wave your fingers. I want to see every neighbor right stand up tonight. Sick, lame, and lazy.
Liberate! Order ready! Let's welcome the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Wallace. Who was the champion? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who was the island? Andrew. Who got the best plan? Andrew. Who was the champion? Andrew. Spanish town. Jlp, you know the Manifesto.
Let's come
yeah, we bring it everywhere. Side and up. Everything there with it. Yeah, you know one side never fear. And you want to go to boy with a nose to go to the PFC. So we ride on it. Run it so fast, then we gun it. It's true that at Jlp government get to them in. Tomorrow she come again. I one side up, you know what we know. Then I'm the idea. I one side we one black green and a black on the American. We have a 4 or 5 on the broker. So no cause no eruption. Big up Jlp, big up Prime Minister and Jewelness. Yes, when we step out, it can't fire rocket. Light up the place like a fire rocket. From me about vote in the buyer. I bring it back full and the chance in the traffic. I one side president, me and the daddy. I see a girl, one thing is up on the traffic. We take crab white girl over. Real zero monopoly. Who upset there, tight bend there. Jlp, the core mine. We're going to give one this bed with him now. Fully up there. Yeah, dad. Play a different with him. We are big up the real money maker. Big up the people that want the prosperity. Yeah, dad. Because you know you got money, you got power. And you know you have power, they have to respect you. You know that. You know how the money power is big. We have some. You say you are my brother, you are my brother thing. We live and we learn you what all these things say. How we go? I will leave a style man. But I am king man, I shall. I'm a vice and sing, I'm a buy one. I'm a fling one up on a high top. No lose and no like the device up. We not make me take myself with a 9-up. I survive from niggas to a fight man dinner. Just another day, another life up. I'm on for what respect. Look down, but me never dictate. Say you want my brother, I'm a brother, kill me. We live one, we learn. I'm only for what respect. I'm only give you power, then you get a risk. Talk when you want talk, but never kill. We live one, we learn you what. Well, I know. Normally about inna the neighbor, one inna the chamber, travel inna the area, look out the traitor. How we no play that hater, we take a 3 pints like we a get here, girl. And then I read that post, me go in a girl shot from this. Can't see me done jailer. How we no fear that, we no beg. Whatever in every girl I say, man be a sick player full of power, hello. Then if I go out, I run out the back. Put the big head slap, they got a record. Each up of them jump on the bangalore. They roll with $1 million. God know every dollar they know. The money power is. They have some. Give me one next one. Oh my God. Big up Spanish town, at my place. Hear that? Tight Ben Homestead. The whole truck salad. And we go again. Papa rubber band, Papa rubber band. Papa rubber band, Papa rubber band. You're to Jlp with election. You know what we ever do? How we go? We Papa rubber band, a bugger girl, come on. We talk about William and T. Calling them a daughter. Let's put you somewhere. Put her in a bucket man. I want government, and we never go. I don't know, I got never the government, daughter. We march in the right, pull up a program. Well, I'm there. Now we need to put them a chop with the chop green grass. Say them a chop with them a chop green grass. Don't see and I'm a chop cheese. I hear milk gas, big up Jlp and it won't set that. Every girl say this is a big gas. Now don't put that quick gas. We Papa rubber band, a bugger girl, come on. We go to rubber band, a bugger girl, come on. I told it and you never know what's coming. Hold on. To the next one. We are representing bad people there. More Jlp people, them are real bad people. They go punch you all the time. Some boy them a waste man. She want with the company. She says she want me, she run there. Pull up in on me, jeans, I'm a big Gansy, me and him. That's why she love me. She don't want to more me, she don't want. I mean, I need love if you take them. I And we don't need money to take them girls, cause we have it. Money to the class. And we don't need people to take them girls. And we don't need people to... Hold on. Say I'm a bad man, but they got a devil. She says she love roll with the job is 17. She joke now, get broke, make you left it. You come like some of these. So what people see we are sharing with them. Mama wants to fall out, but we take it. See, I'm no bad man that he myself needs. Guess that she read can't tell me. I feel bad man she want me. She know what I'm at, you know. And she know what I do, right? Well, on the never bad artist to go DJ. Yo, swag. Nobody go. Room enough. Oh, we're going to wild side. Yo, great man. Big up all the people in the explanation, see me? Listen. I'll watch my dad. Them said they like me, then the sky got give me wings and set for flight. Check the page. The blessings still I multiply. Never give up, you have to try. When I'm feeling, just try again. See them underestimate, man. Maybe I cook them out and stay up on the apron. But see your wife is stop me now, we keep long every day, man. We didn't wait long for just for the conversation. You know I start no beef with none of stay, man. Struggle on my G, big up my day one, two vice in a mail. That I say no listen Satan, stay far from education and look focus on the game, man. No beef for no man, still a smile. Talk a fight we get, but look we still alright. Cause one day I see me. One day I see me. Big up with the self in the head, big up in the wild side. You ready bro? Yeah man. May I DJ one more tune and cut. Play the rhythm of him there. Come here represent the real people them. Big up Boxing Green. Over honorable. Honorable. But you see the man I say Jlp, what on no man, what on stop me ready? Play me ready. Big up the real loyal people there. Big up honorable Boxing Green. But you see why you say Jlp, we don't rate them. We don't rate them. You know what them are, do them try. Ah, we what who you can? What you can? I don't find them boy, you know why you're better than. And everyone about to get a bag of girlfriend. I'm on them man that pick up from corner. Look at that, big up on yourself here, bro.
Labor rights. Labor rights. I want us to settle down now because we're getting into the moment. So I want labor rights. Why? Too much of you. You're blocking the camera. Okay? Andrew, one yes. Hold on.
officially to the platform, leader of the Jamaican Labour Party, Andrew Thomas. Seats now. Labour rights. Back to your seats. Back to your seats now. Labour rights. Labour rights. I want you to go back to your seats. Labour rights. South Central St. Catherine. South Central St. Catherine. Kindly go back to your seats.
All right, Manifesto.
I need to see some open space before the stage. All right, Labour rights, let us cool down. For the goodness and mercy. So Labour rights, at this time, I want to bring to the microphone
Camera then behind you, Dana. You in the camera, yeah.
I want to bring to the microphone
Lenny.
the Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Central, Minister, Entertainment, Gender, everything, Babsy, Olivia, Babsy Brown.
Jlp them a go for everything, Babsy the fire case. If you know what your playlist, St. Catherine bell ring like playlist. Babsy a fire case.
Alright, settle Labour rights, settle. Settle Labour rights. The only noise I must hear you make is a shower. I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. Shower every time. As we say in Central St. Catherine, nothing changes but the weather. Labour Party forever. I want to invite my councillors up here. The dread Councillor Shackelford. Come on, Chris. Chris the dread. Young gifted and black. Look at him. Everybody's sweetheart in the council. And my veteran councillor, Councillor Teresa Turner, please, come on. Right? There was a time when we run the whole place. Right? And the youngest kid on the block, Jacob Pukorn, a nice Christian gentleman. So tonight, I come with a big, long speech, chapter and verse. But I'm not going to give you chapter and verse tonight. The next time I talk,
I will go to another chapter. But for now, I just want to say to you, laborers, you all know why we are here. Do you know? Why are we here tonight? We are here to celebrate the Jamaica Labour Party. We are here as the people of Spanish Town Central and South Central to big up our Prime Minister, the most honorable Andrew Michael Holness. We are here tonight because within the general constituency of South Central, one name, Dr. Andrew Wheatley. I want to greet all my colleagues here on the platform. And I want to greet all the stalwart laborites here. And I want to say, Central St. Catherine, let me hear you. St. Catherine, let me hear you. We are here in our numbers, Prime Minister. And we are here to support Andrew Wheatley and to show you that the Jamaica Labour Party is alive and well. We are alive and well in the parish of St. Catherine. We are alive and well in South Central. We are alive and well in Central. And we run the place, sir. Prime Minister. Prime Minister. So we are here to bond together as Jamaicans who love Jamaica. To bond together as laborites. Because we choose Jamaica, because Jamaicans always use the Jamaica Labour Party to set things right. So we, under the leadership of the most honorable Michael Holness, we inherited a country that was mismanaged by them people there. I don't have to call them names. And we built back this economy and created a foundation that we can now make sure that every single Jamaican benefits in the third term. And so we are stronger together tonight. And you can depend on the Labour Party to make sure in the third term you all benefit. I want to highlight the fact that the Labour Party has the most women running as candidates. You can depend on Faber Williams. You can depend on Kamina Johnson-Smith as the first woman who became Minister of Foreign Affairs. You can depend on Marissa Dalrymple-Filbert. Dana Morris-Dixon. You can depend on Marlene Malahou-Ford, Carencia Morrison, Juliette Holness, Juliette Cockburn-Flynn, Toba Hamilton, Rhoda Crawford, Crystal Lee, Michelle Charles, Tamika Davis, Anne-Marie Bears, and whose name I don't call? Me, Babsy Grange. You can depend on the women in the Labour Party. And tonight, I want to say to you that we can't turn back now. We set a pace. We set a platform. And every single Jamaican man, woman, and child will benefit in the third term. Many of you benefiting now. I don't know why you hide it. Go on social media and say, pick up the phone and call confuse everybody else and say it. And tell your neighbor, say, if you don't get anything now, you will benefit in the third term. So, we're going to step up the prosperity in the third term. Now, you know, as a minister responsible for culture, gender, entertainment, and sport, we have done a lot of things. We're establishing entertainment zones so that when the music is played, you don't have to say, I want to disturb my neighbor. Because you'll have a space where you can have entertainment 24/7. Tonight I want to tell you that we have $25 million to spend right now on Jam World. We're going to fence the place. We're going to put up a guardhouse. We're going to put up a nice entrance. We're going to pave sections of it. And we're going to start that in another 2 weeks. So it means after that, you can have your events there. And that is only phase one. We're going to have what we call a sound stage there where we're going to make movies. And we're going to have an area where we can have entertainment galore. And we are going to have entertainment zones right across the island. So, anybody here from the other parishes, remember, we're going to be telling you about your entertainment zone soon. I want to also indicate here tonight that on the agenda, we have made sure we have shelters for women that's abused. And I want to say to the men here tonight, Labour Party don't support man beating woman. I don't know that. Labour Party men supposed to be loving and kind and take care of the woman. So when we build the shelter, we build it for those women who don't have loving, kind man. And when they're abused, we will help them to get out of the abusive relationship and into a safe space. Labor rights. Tonight, I come here to talk. I can't talk long. But Minister Mackenzie behind me saying, Babsy, Babsy. But I have something more to say. For those of you who remember the bad days, we're not going back to those days. Who remember the days when things were rationed? When you want to buy sanitary napkin, you have to twin it with milk. Who remember those days? There is an article that Beverly Manley did an interview in the Gleaner in 2020, and she spoke about the bad days. I'm going to circulate the information to you all, to remind the older folks and to tell the young ones that those days were really bad days. Even the days them locked me up for nothing. Right? We're not going back there. No way we're going back there. And so tonight, I want to say to each and every one of you, when the Prime Minister ready to name the date, and even before he named the date, I want you to remember what the song said. And I immediately write the song down and produce it. Me and my neighbor. So make sure you find your neighbor now. And if you're your neighbor, they vex, go back and talk to them. Because every single vote counts. And I want you all to go there as soldiers of the Jamaica Labour Party. And make sure you ensure that everybody, because you can make all the nice you want to know. But if the vote is not polled, you can't win. And so, I'm going to ask as I close for Sasko. Him say what? We're winning? You know what the song? We're winning right now. Selector.
How could I not be grateful? How could I not give thanks? sunshine and the rain. Oh, God provide the rain. And take vengeance the rain. Upon which I lay my head and high. Yeah, I'm winning right now, you living. Say we're winning right now. Me forget that trophy to what we living right now. Cause I'm winning right now, yeah. And I'm chilling right now.
Yes, we're winning right now. Alright. God bless you all. Shower every time.
Thank you. Let's have a big hand for Babsy. Olivia Grange, Member of Parliament. Labour Rights. Chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party. Member of Parliament for St. Mary Weston. Let's welcome Bobby Montague, the chairman of the great Jamaica Labour Party.
The more I know I'm moving, stop it. I'm living like I'm moving. Jump up in a jacuzzi, a shit. Get on you just some move to the cash.
All my colleagues, workers, delegates, support, Mr. Chairman, Honorable Prime Minister and Party Leader, my hemisphere, good night. I want to ask Andrew hemisphere, good night. Round the subla, over the subla, over the subla, round the subla, over the subla, over the subla, That's Labour Right Conference. Labour Right Conference. Because them cannot have Parliament that is a good man. And that gives constituency. School helping her to success. Of Parliament. I want to say to you, the delegates, members and supporters who are gathered here tonight. We are about to go. And I want you to remember that we lost 3 years to COVID. 3 years when you coming in. 3 years of layoffs. And the only 3 years was poverty years to COVID. And as we get ready for the next campaign, I want to call on you, the delegates and members of the Labour Party, to come forward with your. We know that all the information and all the ideas does not reside at Belmont Road.
We want to hear from you, the laborites. If you have an idea how to move Jamaica forward, we want to hear from you. I have written to the chairman of our Manifesto committee, and I want to encourage more persons to put forward their ideas. Because one of the ideas I have spoken to her about is to put under the National Health Fund so that ladies who are menstruating or going through menopause should get assistance while they face those challenges. They have a lot of things they do for men. They must help the women too. And I ask you, have decided to choose Jamaica. Must choose the country that is ours. We say choose Jamaica because it is the land of opportunity. We say choose Jamaica because it is the land that offers hope to our young people and a safety net to the elderly. We say choose Jamaica because we love Jamaica. We say choose Jamaica because all good things reside in Jamaica. And if you choose Jamaica, you must choose the Jamaica Labour Party. You must choose Andrew Whitley. You must choose Andrew Holness. Choose Jamaica. God bless you. Thank you. You know, labor rights, the next speaker needs little or no introduction to you. Whatever you want to say, only my constituency, West Kingston. We're not in West Kingston tonight. So I want you to welcome Labour Rights Strong Committee, your Member of Parliament. Let's welcome Dr. Andrew Whitley.
Tonight is an emotional night for me because it is the first time in 7 years that we are having a meeting in South Central St. Catherine. That 7 years is very important. It is important from a biblical perspective because it has been 7 years of introspection and reflection, 7 years of bonding with my constituents, 7 years as it relates to representing the people of South Central St. Catherine, who are my strength, my support, my foundation over the years. I must acknowledge my three councillors, Jennifer Hall, Mark McLean and Sidney Roma. I must acknowledge the workers, our supporters of St. Catherine South Central. The main reason for this, Labour Rights, this is where I find my strength. When trials and tribulations come, all I need to do is to go on a corner in my constituency and they lift me up. Labour Rights, I want to say thank you for the support over the years. South Central St. Catherine, I owe you everything.
Cause a new day is cancelled. All praises to the Lord, we see a father sanctified. Nah, make stress me. Me a wallaby. With bedroom DJ, I'm moving before the fire.
You know, they can say a lot of things. But one thing they cannot say is that my councillors and I, we represent the people of South Central, St. Catherine, every time, all the time, everywhere, wherever you want to go, we are one. And it doesn't matter who you vote for, it is one MP, 3 councillors, South Central, St. Catherine, stronger, active, we choose Jamaica.
Look at me now, when you treat me less than gold. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh, oh. Look at me now, oh. Look at me now.
Labour rights. I must thank my colleagues who spoke earlier. My colleagues who are on the platform. Labour rights who are in attendance. In fact, Labour rights, the last time we had a meeting of this magnitude on this ground. And PM, you recall, it was in February of 2016. We were not in government, Labour rights. But we anticipated that the then government was about to announce the date for nomination and election. And my good friend, our leader, Andrew Holness, said to me, Andrew, how can we have a meeting in a couple of days in anticipation of the announcement of the 2016 election? And if you look at the front of this premises, you will see a banner, which was the backdrop then, when we hurriedly put together a meeting. The other side had a big bashment in our factory. We had a meeting right here. In fact, the stage was set in this manner, same manner. We did not have any money, but what we had was the people of Jamaica supporting the Jamaica Labour Party led by Andrew. Earlier this week, while we were preparing for this meeting, I found that banner and I sent it to the Prime Minister. I said, Andrew, do you remember this banner? He said, how can I forget where I'm coming from? How can I forget the people that supported us? How can I forget Spanish Town, where I born and grew? Labour rights, I say thank you on behalf of not only our leader, but the Jamaica Labour Party. As I look to my left, I must acknowledge Babsy Gray. Earlier this afternoon, I shared with Babsy how I entered representational politics in 2002. Babsy Grange was the deputy leader for Era Council 2. And I went into a process of an interview with 2 other persons. And after the interview, I was informed that I will be the candidate for the Nagwe division. And let me big up everyone who is here from Nagwe division, constituency, from the constituency then of South Central, South St. Catherine. And the reason why labor rights, I want to go back to those days, is that one has to appreciate where one is coming from, to know where one wants to go. And I must big up my roots. The communities of Nagoet, Newland, Southborough, Cumberland, West Cumberland, Portmore Lane, Portmore Pines, they stood with me when I was councillor, deputy mayor, and mayor of Spanish Town. And I say thank you, ladies.
The amount of struggles on my face, man, I big it dance in a real life.
I recall in 2011 labor rights, when this constituency of South Central St. Catherine in its current configuration was established. I have been the first and only member of parliament for this constituency. This constituency was created in 2011. It is the third most powerful, strongest constituency for the Jamaican Labour Party in Jamaica. And I say thank you to all the support of people, the councillors, the workers. It is not Andrew Weekly. It is you that have the power. You are the one that hold me up every day. Alright, we have done well. I can stand here and list the number of roads that we have rehabilitated. We can talk about the many drains. We can talk about the many business assistance, educational programs, you name it. We are not about speaking about what we are about. We don't need to do that in South Central St. Catherine. In fact, in South Central St. Catherine, we work every day. We do not campaign when there's an election, because myself and my chief councillors, we are always here with our people. We are not like some people, when there's an election come, then we'll come around. We are with our people. They know us, we know. That is our politics. But labor rights, we are at a critical juncture in our country's development. The Jamaican Labour Party is beyond politics, partisan politics. Our policies are not geared towards those who support the PNP or the Jlp. Our policies are geared towards enhancing the lives of every single Jamaican. We are not about false promises. We are about what is in the best interest of our country. Whether you vote for us or not, it is Jamaica first. It might come a bit strange for us as Jamaicans to see politicians speaking not about Jlp or PNP but Jamaica. That is why labor rights, we are not choosing only to the Jamaican Labour Party. We are not choosing only the Jlp. We are bigger than that. We are choosing Jamaican labor rights. We have heard those that the other side talking. We are not about just talking. They have not been able to articulate a policy or some policy direction where they want to move Jamaica. All they are talking about time come. And they said time come. But labor rights, I agree with them. Time has come, labor rights, for us to choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica for better community. The time has come, labor rights, to choose a party, a government that put Jamaica first. The time has come, labor rights, where we cannot change course. The time has come, labor rights, when we say we are not just about no labor rights, we are about tomorrow. We are not about today's generation, we are about tomorrow's generation. And the only party that can deliver for Jamaica is a government led by Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. Labor rights, this is a moment when we have to do some introspection as a people. Look at what the other side has to offer. Look at what you have from a Jamaica Labour Party government. You choose. Either you choose some people who's about themselves, about time come, or you choose a government that has been working, a government that has been delivering, a government that has a plan for your future, rather than just saying time come. Yes, time come. It is time for them to choose and put Jamaica first and join and vote for a Jamaica Labour Party government, because we are choosing Jamaica. We are choosing the Jamaica Labour Party. Show a Labour. Choose Jamaica for better community. Choose Jamaica for our prosperity. Choose Jamaica, this is what it really means. Choose Jamaica, choose it.
For the goodness of God. Labor rights, just get up and wave your hands if you love Andrew Holness. Get up and wave your hands to Andrew Holness.
Every time that I take the podium at a Jamaica Labour Party meeting, I am filled with pride. When I survey the audience and I see the people come out in their numbers, I see the energy, the interest. Yes, we come here because we are loyal supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party. And just to put this in context, this is not a general mass meeting. No, this is a meeting put on by the constituency of South Central St. Catherine in Area Council 2. This is a meeting which is a standard meeting, a part of the activity of the Area Council. Some people there are those who may confuse it as campaign meeting. We're not there yet. The party that I lead is an organized institution. We have processes in place, we have systems and rules, and we follow those. You will recall that in February 2024, we conducted a survey of the party. We did a review, and that told us some things that we needed to do. And we have been going through those things systematically. And as we have tightened up the organization, you would have seen the core, the base, the workers of the party starting to come back into the center of activity. Because like any organization, once you have been in power, in authority for any long time, what the organization stands for versus what people interpret, you can have a difference. What we have been doing is making sure that every one of you here is in sync and at one, that what the party is doing, what the government is doing, you see it as in your benefit, something that you agree to, and you will work for it. Your presence here today, in your numbers and in your energy, says to me that you believe in your party, you know your party is doing well, you understand the mission of the party, and you are ready to work to ensure that your party can continue to do the good and excellent work that it has been doing. I don't stand here on my own accord. I stand here because to hold me up, you make me and the Jamaica Labour Party and the government it forms stronger. You make me stronger. Say, you make me stronger. And so I want you to know that I respect you. And more than that, I love you. And I want you to know that I care about you. I care about the higgler in Grassyard Market. I care about the vendor on Burke Road. I care about the bus drivers in the bus park. I care about the teachers at Jonathan Grant High. I care about every student at Spanish Town Primary. I care about the policemen and women who serve you under difficult circumstances. I care about all the people of Jamaica.
Here I come, with love and nothing true. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow all the days of my life.
And it is important that you understand that I stand here not to seek power for power's sake. You may not immediately recall, I am 53 years old in July. I have been in politics since I was officially involved in politics, since I was 20. And I became an elected representative at 25. So I've spent more than half my life in politics. I don't do this for pay. I don't do this for titles. My journey in leadership is such that I have passed those things. I have dedicated my life for the transformation of Jamaica. And that journey started right here in Spanish Town. I was born in a 2-bedroom board house. I was born at the Spanish Town Hospital, but immediately went to live with my great-grandmother at 56 Cumberland Road. A few months after that, Andrew Wheatley was born at Hanover Street. I went to a little basic school in Hampton Green. Then I went to Spanish Town Primary. I was there on the shift system, like everybody walked to school. You know, some people who will stop me every now and again and say, you know, we were in class together. I don't remember everybody. And then I went to Dr. Wheatley, went to St. Jago High School. And I'm sure we share the same drive. And here I must commend Dr. Wheatley. He is a very good representative. He was a good counselor, a good mayor, and now a good member of parliament, someone who represents the people. He has never left the people. I have toured with him on several occasions into many of his constituencies, in many areas in his constituency. And all constituencies have the problems, the road challenges, the water, all kinds of issues. But you know, when an MP is on top of their game, they can stand up and face the people and give them solutions and plans. And Dr. Wheatley has established his presence in this constituency, and I would dare say he is unmovable here in South Central Centre. So because my journey started here with you, I can identify with you, and you can identify with me. So you know that I am genuine. My quest to continue to lead the country comes from a genuine place that cannot be questioned. My loyalty to this country cannot be questioned. My commitment, dedication cannot be questioned. My allegiance to this country cannot be questioned. I have chosen to give my life in service to Jamaica. It was not a second thought. It was not to put on my resume. It is because I love, care, and respect the people of this country. Because I, like you, went through the struggle. I don't, and I am not saying that because I went through the struggle like all of you, I should be elected. That is not my point. My point is that I have a very deep and personal understanding of what you desire, of what you aspire to be, of what your ambitions are for you and your family, and what you would like to see materialize, transform, emerge in your community, in your town, and in your country. But more than that, more than just having faith and hope, you can see that my government, your government, which I administer on your behalf, has delivered many of the things that you have dreamt about, that you are hoping that it will happen, that other governments have not been able to do. So you have a government, you have a leader that comes from you, that understand your dreams, your ambition, that can put it into a vision, that created a plan, and the plan is working day by day, delivering for you, the people of the country. So I sum it up in this way. The Jamaica Labour Party, which forms the government, represents your vision of what you want to achieve. The Jamaica Labour Party is your voice that speaks on your behalf and represents you. And you are the voters, the votes that turn the vision into reality. So you see those three things: vision, voice, vote. We have a vision of what we would like to see for our country. The Jamaica Labour Party is the voice that articulates it, that speaks about it. And you are the people that votes to support it, so that the vision can materialize. And when you put those together, you get another V, which the lockdown wonder MP Terlang says, when you put the vision, the voice, and the vote, you will get victory. So Labourites, I want you to put that in your head. That's the first thing that we are doing. What these meetings are about, it's about explaining to you the vision, what we're doing. It's about voicing it and to remind you, to get you as agents of the party to vote and to get your neighbor, your friend, your family member, or your enemy. Get them as well to vote for this genuine vision of our country. So this is a working meeting. It's not just about shower and happy and celebration. It's about every single one of you becoming an active agent in your church, in the market, everywhere. We need you everywhere to stand up and show the people the vision, show the people the action, show the people what the Jamaica Labour Party has done in this country. You make the Jamaica Labour Party and the government reform stronger. Now, governments have a duty when they are elected to fulfill the mandate that they have been given. And the expectation is that if you get a mandate and you fulfill the mandate and you do it well, and you go on to seek a new mandate, the achievements under the old mandate counts for something. It gives you credit, because that is how governments should work. Good government that perform should be rewarded. And there are many Jamaicans who think like that. If the government is performing, we will keep on supporting the government because the government is doing well. We're not going to change certainty with uncertainty. But there are members of the electorate who don't think like that. I was just joking with Minister Mackenzie a while ago, because he is a die-hearted Manchester United fan. And recently I wore my Liverpool shirt. And I know I lost a lot of friends here, because I've always been a long-standing Liverpool fan. And of course, Liverpool recently won the Premiership. Now, some people support their politics like how they support their football club. It doesn't really matter. If Desmond Archie, he's still a Manchester United fan. And there are people like that. It is an irrational and illogical thing, but it is, it's part of the politics. It's what makes the politics of the country great. But you have to start to think carefully now when you're making your choices, because the consequences of making the wrong choice is much more severe if you make the wrong choice of a government than if you support the wrong football club. And that is why we come to you with this theme. You have a choice. It's part of the democracy. It will not always be exercised rationally, because you have to wrestle with your emotion, your history, your family, your community. But the consequences of using that choice irrationally could mean another FinSac. It could mean the debt going up again. It could mean fiscal irresponsibility returning. It could mean, I don't even have to go into all of the things it could mean. It could mean crime and violence going back up again. It could mean more tax. It could mean greater unemployment. It could mean that Jamaica goes back to those dark days. And that is why I have a duty, having worked with you so hard to bring Jamaica to where it is, not to leave it to chance. The good book tells you, make your calling and election so we must be systematic in what we are doing. The Labour Party, we have a better kind of politics. And we have, pound for pound, better people. When you look at our front line of ministers and you compare that with the alternative, you realize that we have better people. And when you have a better politics, a democratic politics, a politics that listens to people, that is respectful of people in leadership, then you get better policies. So the Jamaican Labour Party has better politics, better people, and better policies. And one area in which our better policies have delivered great results is in crime and violence. Crime and violence. I want to share something with you. 10 years ago, Jamaicans would be of the view that murders could never come down in Jamaica. That we will always be a violent place. But look at us now. We put in place a plan to secure Jamaica, where we invest in our security forces, we improve their technology, we change leadership and doctrine, we increase their numbers, we increase their mobility, and now we have a police force over which we can be proud. Today, I'm pleased to report to you that murders in Jamaica today is down 44.1 to last year. As of today, we have seized 459 guns. 459. Compared to last year when we seized 377. The government has made significant investment in improving the capabilities of our security forces and Jamaica Customs to find the illegal guns coming into the country. I want to use this platform to say to anyone who is involved in gangs and criminal activity, change your ways. Find something else to do. If you were in it, figure out an exit plan. Transition out of it. Put on them things there. Bury the gun. Or better yet, turn it in. And I say this seriously because some people take it for joke. The security apparatus of the country today is far more sophisticated than it has ever been in the history of Jamaica. The forces are now better than the capabilities of the criminals, including our cyber capabilities. So I'm issuing a warning. When crime go down, even the criminal win. Because his life is likely to be spared. He has an opportunity to do something else. His family has an opportunity to do something else. So I say it right here. The transformation of your communities will start when we get the crime down. Now we know that in many communities in this area, there is need for greater social intervention. Minister Grange and myself, I understand this, every day we talk about it, the struggle of some of the communities in this area. And so I want to use this platform to say to you that for the communities where your housing has reached a point where you're seeing significant leaks. Remind me of the community, Babsy. Torspen, Ellerslie Pen. Those houses which were built more than 50 years ago, before I was born, some of them was built then. We are going to repair those houses and make sure that the conditions there are livable. I get the reports about the sewage in the community. The pipes are broken, some of the plants are not working. Babsy and myself, we've been talking about how we're going to do it. So as the crime comes down, as the gang activity recedes, the government and the state has to step in to make sure that the social services that you need, your housing, your health, your education, all of those things have to be dealt with. So in addition to improving the policing capabilities, we must also improve the social services to ensure that these communities can genuinely now be placed on a pathway to achieve the prosperity that everybody else around them is achieving. But I close on a note that may not immediately be seen as critical. But I am picking up more and more it is becoming a concern. And that is the issue of violence against women and children. In many communities across Jamaica, in particular in some of the inner city communities, many of our women and children are suffering serious abuse. Serious abuse. And I have looked at the figures recently, and I'm here to also tell you that some of our men are also experiencing serious domestic abuse. Believe it or not, 20% of the cases reported are of men being abused. We have a society. It's true. We have a society where we tend to want to say, Chuck, you're not tough, man. You have to tough it out. But what that has done for the last 40 years is to embed in us a certain aggression that has deteriorated the quality of life that we experience, because the violence and aggression now pervades almost everything that we do in the society. So part of the strategy is to deal with the murder, the man who used the ultimate violence, go on him, pop off him gun and kill somebody. But we also have to deal with the intimate partner violence, the man and woman business, where them beat up them one another and then them say them love each other. We have to deal with the family violence. People are fighting over land, go hire a hitman to kill family member to get land. We have to deal with the neighbor problem. I saw recently where two neighbors in argument, one pull gun and just shoot him. These things reduce the quality of your life. It takes away the peace that you have. And it drives you sometimes into all kinds of things in order to cope. Some people smoke, some people drink, Some people get involved in all kinds of deviant activities in order to cope. So your government understands these social issues and how they are connected. And that is why a few years ago, we put in place in the police force a strategy where we have an intervention with serious violence and abuse in 10 stations right across Jamaica. And I want to just read them out. We have put in place the domestic violence intervention centers, and they are right across Jamaica. We have one in Constant Spring, Matilda's Corner, Maypen, Santa Cruz. We have one in St. Catherine in Portmore, in Negril, Gale in St. Mary, Bobby, in St. Thomas, St. Elizabeth, and St. Anne. And I want to announce tonight that you see that brand new police station that we are building, which will host the St. Catherine North and probably will become a divisional headquarters. We are going to put there one of these domestic violence intervention centers. It will be is that if you end up in an argument with somebody and it looks like it is going to go to violence and you have to go to report it and you have to go to the regular police reception area, sometimes people don't bother want to go there. So what we have is a special unit. Sometimes it's going to be located on site but in a different location with the proper counseling and the proper support so that we can ensure that if you have a problem and you can't handle the problem, before that problem escalates to you pull a knife and stab somebody or take acid and throw upon somebody, or you know, some people are not giving them any idea. But before it escalates, you just go there. Believe me, you just go there and say, listen, officer, I have this problem. And these police officers are specially trained. They're not coming to kick down your door and box and beat you. They are coming there with a special training of how to counsel you through this challenge. Believe me when I tell you, labor rights, if we do not deal with this issue of the violence that is entrenched in the society, we will reduce the murders, but you will not be able to still live in peace. Because as we are seeing now, as murders by gun is reducing, what we are now seeing coming into play is murders by stabbing, domestic murders, as opposed to gang-related murders. So the plan of the government is both to deal with the gang and gun-related murders and to deal with now this, what we call the social violence. And when we do that, it is going to transform the country that you have. That is now genuinely when you can sleep with your windows and doors open. That is now genuinely when you can feel happy about your community. That is when genuinely you can send your kids to school and don't have to worry that any pedophile or any of the big man going to trouble them. And as a woman, you can feel safe and confident in your relationship that the man you are dealing with is not going to beat you up and abuse you. And that is how we achieve genuine peace in our country. As a political organization, this is what you stand for. This is what you work for. And that is how we are going to transform Jamaica. So labor rights, as I close, we have documented over 250 achievements. We are going to create a book because that's what it would come down to if we were to circulate it. With 175 of the top ones, the major ones. Because all of you must know what your party has achieved in these past 2 terms that we have had. All of you must be armed and seized with the information. All of you must become agents and warriors for the party. We need an army of informed labor rights and supporters who will go on TikTok, who will go on YouTube, who will go on Instagram, who will go on Facebook, who will go on X and challenge the lies and propaganda and rumors that is being spread to create discontent. And once you are mobilized in this way, once you have the information, and once the people of the country is informed and understand, then we know that our calling and election will be sure. Labor rights, we have done well. There is no other government that can claim the achievements that we have claimed. There is no other government that can say they have taken on the major problems of the country: economic instability, high debt, high taxation, high unemployment, high crime and murders, and can claim that we are making progress or we have solved the problem. So we have the basis to go to the people with credibility, and we will go to them with information. So I want to know who to stop with.
What FinSAC, the FinSAC means and what it was incorporated to do. Very, very. I want to just touch on a little on the Cornwall Regional Hospital. And I want to